have to address, we haven't had a bootlicker of the week in quite some time, but we're going to have one tonight. And I think you guys are probably not going to be surprised as to who it is. Paul Begala is our bootlicker of the week.
And what a bootlicker he is.
Now, what could we say about Mr. Begala? Well, the first thing you can say is that he was the chief strategist of the Clinton campaign.
That's all one needs to know.
So when we think about the triangulation of politics, I'm not really sure where the whole let's crap on our voters as part of the process. But if there's one thing we can say about the GOP, they never crap on their own voters. Ever.
No. So here's the thing. So what you're saying is, in theory, this is the person behind the deplorables comment that didn't go over so well and hasn't even learned from that. Like, this is somebody who's in that vein.
And he did it in such a deadpan kind of way.
It's not the leaders. They have bad followers. Here's a newsflash, Paul. You're not leaders. You're representatives. And we're not followers. We're constituents or employers.
The worst part about
followers,
Mr. Begala, is that he is the swamp in every sense of the word. He is he's a James Carville. He's another one of those guys.
Old school.
Like, these are just these politicos that roam DC that get paid a lot of money to offer their really crappy opinions. And it's basically just, they're the foot soldiers for the party establishment.
Let me ask you, if they got statistics, if consultants had statistics like coaches do, would these people still have jobs?
No, because
that's what I find so interesting. Right. That's what I find so interesting.
And what exactly did Begala and Carville and guys like that do to help Clinton become president? They turned away from unions and they embraced Wall Street banks. Wow, that's so difficult. I mean, I couldn't imagine that you would actually win something if you just took all the money and basically built it up. It is I keep saying that it's not a big club. It's a small club and you're not invited.
I don't want to go. See, that's the best part of it for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be invited. You know what I was invited to? You told me about it this morning. I was very excited about this.
Yeah.
So the Northwestern University Dem Club sent me an invitation to be their speaker this quarter. And it could be in person or it could be virtual. You know what? I thought it was when you first told me this. I'm like, it's got to be a troll, because they're just being so like. First of all, they're like offering to pay for me to do this, which is amazing. Like,
yeah, it said honorarium.
It's crazy. Like this, normally we have to beg and plead for people to let us talk. Like, the idea of somebody paying me to talk about what we want to talk about.
But you did go to Northwestern.
I am an alum, but the reason I don't think of myself that way is because it was grad school, not undergrad, and I just think we have more of an alum allegiance to an undergrad. I guess. Like, I don't know. But I did go there. I have a master's from there.
Yeah, you have to take credit where credit's due. And like I said, I got the email. I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna like this one. This is gonna make you laugh." And sure enough, we did get it. And obviously, I think it would be a great opportunity to speak at the university, just for the sake of being able to speak at the university.
Yeah.
And that's where the value of the non-corporate movement can really come into play, because people like Paul Begala, they get paid a lot of money to speak at random events. And, it's sort of like, there's got to be like a playbook to how the career arc happens for people like Begala, where basically you work on a number of campaigns, you ultimately strike gold if you happen to be on the right one that's on the winning side. You get on the board of some nonprofit organization, you get a book deal, you become a lobbyist.
Yeah, it's a revolving door. It's the seventh circle of hell. They just keep walking around it.
Absolutely. And he really, it went full mask off with the statement of, we just have bad followers. What you're basically saying is, you're not loyal subjects. You're get in line and bend your knee. And that's basically what they want. And it was a mask off moment, because it's never supposed to be that way. They're supposed to be a little bit more subtle about it, but we're never going to accuse these individuals of really knowing what they're doing, because as it turns out, there is nothing to it. And Begala, who is a frequent guest on shows like Bill Maher, he's so smug.
They
He's
all
so
are.
smug. He's always got that shit-eating
But that's
grin.
why I'm saying, what's his win-loss ratio? Like, I'm really curious. Like, this is the kind of stuff we should talk about. That, like, that's interesting to me. Like, why are people so interested in someone's opinion who has a losing record? Wouldn't you want to have the opinion of people with the winning record?
Well, I got to tell you, Begala's record has got to be one of what ultimately happened under the Clinton presidency. Well, let's see. You had NAFTA, you had normal trade relations with China, you had the crime bill, you had the 96 Telecom Act, you had the repeal of Glass-Steagall. So I don't know. That sounds like a lot of really crappy stuff that doesn't exactly help people. It actually hurts them quite a bit.
Hillary 24.
They're going to try to make that happen, aren't they?
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.